Why do we need waiting badly? Waiting is a very important element for the human being and for all living beings that inhabit the earth on which we are all in wait. Living things are many weighted between 70% and 90%. On cis organic 70%. In the case of human add another element. It is not uncommon, therefore, that is essential for our sustenance, and as a person can go without food for several weeks, but will die if they go beyond 3 or 4 days without drinking. The body use waiting for most of this natural process. For starters, it helps to flush bodily waste with the urine, and it also involved in the expulsion phases. It is curiously is this last process with the human organism obtains a reserve of water, collecting the surplus of excrement before using a spelling. What use do country and community face when there is the waiting shortage? Water scarcity today is one of the main concerns affecting millions of citizens in the world, even more so with the environmental pollution problem experienced in recent years. Currently, the law individual liquid a federal 2,008 million people of all continents for at least months each years, man begins to realize the importance of the present liquid, though with all life of the planet could be in danger. It is not certain anyone that water scarcity is considered today as one of the major problems affecting our planet Earth. The lack of the virtual liquid is partly as a consequence of the increase in the demand in the growth of the world population. It is expected to continue to increase over years, and that is problem scarcity seems to continue to increase. There are countries that suffer more from water shortage due to multiple factors, whether political, social, or natural. Example: some people are victims of the railroad that affect the planet. We generate an excess of water. Water scarcity is a real global problem. Did you ever wonder what could become of people's lives in this vital liquid were to be? Completely likely, many people have not yet understood the danger of water scarcity, an element that becomes essential for the good development and living of humanity. The solution to this problem lies in many factors, but a great responsibility lies in the hand of the world population itself. Today, water scarcity is fed more than 40% in the world population, one in the continent most affected in this problem. Africa, where 2 out in the 3 inhabitants is rural areas, do not have safe or drinking water. In the case of Latin America and the Caribbean, the situation is no different since more than 106 million people do not have adequate sanitation there. As we can see, water scarcity has profound become one of the main problems of the population worldwide. La individual leaking hearts every aspect to our life, for example, from the point of view of people waiting scarcity produce effect a child malnutrition, in addition loss across the food insecurity. To understand the magnitude in this natural conflict, just look the alarm global, such still related to water scarcity, for example, is at the 10% Of these, all children under the age of 5 were related to waiting. In addition, 8 of 10 people still without access to drinking water that live in rural areas. What should be done to protect our waiting supplies? With the necessary preventive measures and the conscious effort of humanity, we can still do something to guarantee the supply of water for future generations and the conservation of natural resources that are threatened daily. The great shortage in the planning is due to many reasons, especially driven by the same population who consciously and unconsciously have a falling in the error of pollution and waste. In the waiting were eternal, it is necessary to avoid the culture go where the waiting on the spring come out. To the lake waiting come, because it can dirty in your manure and special pulp must be built for the castle rain. It is very important that the waiter is never dirty with trains and gasoline, oil and diesel, solvent paint, vanishing rays, medicine on trace of cure. They are highly toxic and persistent. River, canal, and spring must be maintained and live for times of years. At the beginning of this season, to take out the inorganic garbage, opening the waiting way so that the round the nose with pony and the compost. Um, 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 Agrochemicals came to wait is not poison for anyone who comes in the contact with be a vegetable, animal, or people. Avoiding and never was on field sprinkles that have pesticide result in spring, river, or lake for less long containing weight. In this case of storm river, it is very important that a neighbor organize ourselves every year. In the is a rainy season to cover in the poles. A stain and water can become unbrainly grown in the mosquito larvae. The pools can be converted with stone, ears, and sand from the same channel. Thank you.
Yes.